watched you grow through the front yard light, from scraped knees to your prom night. Now there's another hand holding yours, and I'm smiling like I don't feel the storm. I tell myself it's the way it should be, but my heart still remembers differently. Yeah, I loved you first, before the rings and the white dress lace. I loved you first, before time could change our place. I won't stand in your happiness way, I'll cheer you on and swallow the hurt, but deep in my chest it'll always be true that I loved you first. I taught you how to drive that old Ford slow, how to dance when the radio's low. Now we hold you like I used to do, and I pray he loves you as strong as I do. This ain't jealousy, this ain't regret, it's just a truth I can't forget. Yeah, I loved you first, before the rings and the white dress lace. I loved you first, before time could change our place. I won't stand in your happiness way, I'll cheer you on and swallow the hurt, but deep in my chest it'll always be true that I loved you first. If loving you now means letting you go, then I'll carry this quietly, so you'll never know. Yeah, I loved you first, and I'll love you after too. Just not the way I used to, not the way I once could do. I'll smile and clap at your new life, and pray that you're always safe, but my heart will always whisper soft, I loved you first. Your box is by the hallway wall, my jacket's still on the kitchen chair. We talk like strangers, trying not to fall, but every word still leads us there. We said we're done, we said enough, but letting go is harder than it sounds. We're hanging on to us like the last light in a fading room, on reasons we don't trust, on promises we used to use. Yeah, we're hanging on to us with both hands shaking loose, even when the truth says let it go. We're still hanging on to us. Sleep back to back in the same old bed, dreams on different sides of the night. You say we're better off as friends, but your tears don't match your lines. We keep saying this circle right back again. We're hanging on to us like the last light in a fading room, on reasons we don't trust, on promises we used to use. Yeah, we're hanging on to us with both hands shaking loose, even when the truth says let it go. We're still hanging on to us. If love was easy, we'd be gone, but it's the hardest thing to move on from. We're hanging on to us through every scar and every lie, through every lonely touch, through every almost goodbye. Yeah, we're hanging on to us like it's all we ever knew. Maybe one day we'll both be free, but tonight we're hanging on to us. Yeah, hanging on to us. Mason jar light in a quiet July, fireflies dancing in your brown eyes. We sat on the tailgate talking about forever, like we had the whole world and all the weather. Your hand in mine felt warm and true, but I could feel the change in you. It was fireflies and goodbye, summer love with a one-way sign. We made a wish on a falling sky, then watched our North Star change its light. Yeah, fireflies and goodbye, two young hearts learning how to try. We held on tight, then learned to cry under those fireflies and goodbye. August came with your packed up dreams, cardboard boxes and quiet screams. Your mama cried on the front porch step. I said I was strong, but I just lied to myself. You kissed my cheek like you'd be okay, but your eyes had already driven away. It was fireflies and goodbye, summer love with a one-way sign. We made a wish on a falling sky, then watched our North Star change its light. Yeah, fireflies and goodbye, two young hearts learning how to try. We held on tight, then learned to cry under those fireflies and goodbye. Some goodbyes come soft and slow, like they don't even wanna go. Fireflies and goodbye still sparkle in my memory. Even now on lonely nights, they flicker back to you and me. Yeah, fireflies and goodbye, I let you go, but I still sigh. Some loves don't fade, they just change the light, like those fireflies in my goodbye. Yeah, fireflies and goodbye. Your old boots still sitting by the door, like you might walk in here once more. Dust on the sole, but I don't clean them yet. Feels like moving them means forgetting what we had. Your jacket's still hanging on the wall. I keep telling myself you'll call those boots by the door. Still waiting like my heart does too. Every step I hear on this old floor, I still hope it's you. Yeah, I know you ain't mine anymore, but I can't sweep the past away. Those boots by the door keep you here a little more every day. Sun goes down on this quiet place. Empty rooms echo your name. I tell the mirror I'm letting go, but my hands keep shaking when I'm alone. Everyone says, boy, it's time to move on, but they don't hear your favorite song. Those boots by the door, still waiting like my heart does too. Every step I hear on this old floor, I still hope it's you. Yeah, I know you ain't mine anymore, but I can't sweep the past away. Those boots by the door keep you here a little more every day. If you ever turn this way again, I won't say I told you so, my friend. Those boots by the door, they've seen me fall apart, still standing like a promise in the middle of my heart. Yeah, someday I'll learn to close this floor, but tonight I just can't ignore those boots by the door. Yeah, those boots by the door. I'd pay every dollar in my old back pocket, trade all the miles on this worn out locket. If love was a thing you could buy back cheap, I'd be broke, but your heart would back with me. I'd sign every line, I'd take every loss. If there was a way to rewind what we lost, if love had a price, I'd be paying it tonight. I'd sell every dream just to hold you right, for one more slow sunrise. If love had a price, I'd spend every tear I've cried. I'd go bankrupt on hope and faith just to have you back in my life. Pawn shop windows and neon signs, every shortcut still leads to your eyes. People say, boy, you gotta move on, but they never paid what loving you cost. They never felt this empty space where your goodbye still screams my name. If love had a price, I'd be paying it tonight. I'd sell every dream just to hold you right, for one more slow sunrise. If love had a price, I'd spend every tear I've cried. I go bankrupt on hope and faith just to have you back in my If hearts were stores and tears were change, I'd never leave love on the shelf again. If love had a price, I'd pay it till I'm flat broke. All the money in this wide world couldn't buy what I love the most. If love had a price, I'd trade my whole life twice. I'd lose everything I own just to win back you tonight. on your dress, boots in the dirt, band in the barn playing slow and hurt. Everybody's laughing, pretending it's fine, but I know this dance is our last goodbye. Your hand is shaking inside of mine, like you're already halfway down the line. One last dance on dusty roads, spinning like the world ain't letting go. Hold me close like you used to do, like tomorrow ain't splitting me and you. Yeah, one last chance before it goes, under these broken down barn-like glows. Hearts breaking in 4/4 time. One last dance before you're no longer mine. Your mama crying in the doorway like Daddy won't look me in the eye tonight. She said, baby, I gotta go chase my name. I said, baby, I hope it's worth the pain. Your lips say stay, but your eyes say run, like the race is already won. One last dance on dusty roads, spinning like the world ain't letting go. Hold me close like you used to do, like tomorrow ain't splitting me and you. Yeah, one last chance before it goes, under these broken down barn-like glows. Hearts breaking in 4/4 time. One last dance before you're no longer mine. If love was enough, you'd still be here, but dreams talk louder than fear. So take this dance and take your flight. I'll keep this moment every night. When the road gets lonely and the sky turns cold, remember me on these dusty roads. Yeah, on these dusty roads. On these dusty roads. I packed up the pieces of who I was, left the rest in the dust and rust. Built these walls from the wreck you made, learned how to smile but not how to stay. They say time heals a broken heart, but mine still trembles in the dark. If I ever love again, it'll be slower than before, with one foot on the brake and one by the door. Yeah, if I ever love again, it'll be honest, it'll be true. It won't be reckless like it was with you. I see your face in a stranger's eyes, in almost every goodbye. I tried to rush what I couldn't mend, but love don't move on command. Hope still knocks, but I take my time, 'cause I remember the price of mine. If I ever love again, it'll be slower than before, with one foot on the brake and one by the door. Yeah, if I ever love again, it'll be honest, it'll be true. It won't be reckless like it was with you. I won't promise forever fast, I won't confuse new love with the past. If I ever love again, it'll be calm, it'll be kind, built on trust and quiet nights, not just fire and wine. Yeah, if I ever love again, it won't be from fear or blame. I love like someone who survived, not someone who played the game. Yeah, if I ever love again. Two a.m. on an old bar clock, neon buzz in a quiet parking lot, phone in my hand, one drink left. Try not to text you, but I'm failing myself. I swore I was done with all this regret, but the truth gets loud when the world goes dead. These late night confessions, pouring out with the whiskey and smoke, saying all the things I should have said before I let you go. These late night confessions, I hide them when the sun shines through. By daylight I'm strong and moving on, but at midnight I'm still missing you. Bartender knows my usual lie. I say I'm fine, he just rolls his eyes. Every sad song on the jukebox knows exactly how this story goes. I keep my pride in the daylight bright, but it cracks wide open every night. These late night confessions, pouring out with the whiskey and smoke, saying all the things I should have said before I let you go. These late night confessions, I hide them when the sun shines through. By daylight I'm strong and moving on, but at midnight I'm still missing you. If I ever dial your number again, I hope you don't hear how broken I've been. These late night confessions, they fade with the morning light, but the truth is always waiting when the world goes quiet at night. Yeah, these late night confessions, they show me what's real and true. I can lie to everyone else, but I can't lie to you. Yeah, these late night confessions. Gravel road, sunset low, dust on my old blue jeans. The radio plays our favorite song from when we were 17. Your laugh still echoes in the trees along that county line. I drive these miles just to remember when your hand was still in mine. Every turn feels like your name, every mile still feels the same. Back road love, under a wide open sky. Two young hearts just learning how to fly. had all the time. Now the nights feel longer and the silence hits me hard. But every back road memory still runs through my heart. I tried to leave it all behind, but your ghost still rides my mind. Back road love under a wide open sky. Two young hearts just learning how to fly. Back road love, slow dance in the dark. Even broken roads still lead me to your heart. If I ever find that old dirt turn, I'd drive it back if love will let me learn. Back road love, I still feel you here in every song and every gear. And back road love, no matter how far I run, you're the road I always come from. Yeah, you're the road I always come from. Screen door slams in the summer heat. Friday night dust on my old blue jeans. You're laughing loud by the tailgate light, like the world's all yours on a small town night. I've been carrying scars from the start, but you melt them down with that smile of yours. Cold beer, warm heart, sitting under these fading stars. Life's been rough, but right here we are, trading all the dark for a spark. Yeah, cold beer, warm heart, your touch keeping me safe from harm. I've been running from love too long, now I'm finding home in your arms. Radio low on a country song, your head on my shoulder as we sing along. Everybody else just fades away when you look at me like you're here to stay. I don't need much in this world tonight, just your hand in this porch light. Cold beer, warm heart, sitting under these fading stars. Life's been rough, but right here we are, trading all the dark for a spark. Yeah, cold beer, warm heart, your touch keeping me safe from harm. I've been running from love too long, now I'm finding home in your arms. If the morning comes with a little pain, I'll still choose you over yesterday. Cold beer, warm heart, even when the nights get hard. I don't need heaven or fancy parts, I just need us where we are. Yeah, cold beer, warm heart, simple as a promise made. In a world that's always falling apart, you're my reason to stay.